loves, Kim here, and I'm back up in this gig with another video. So I may sound like I have so much energy right now, but I literally just rolled out of bed because I love making videos for you guys. And I was just so excited to share this. This is going to be a two-part build, and this is called the Spice Junction. So the Spice Junction is located in the Spice District of San Myshuno. And I don't know, I wanted something that had more than one lot type in it, even though we can't technically do multiple lot types. And I really wanted to showcase and play with the Laundry Day stuff pack that we recently got. So yeah, I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. And let's talk about this build. So this build is on one lot. It's on I think it's on the 40 by 30 lot in San Myshuno, which is by default the old salt house. And I thought this place was perfect because it's kind of in the middle of that district. It's right across from like the park where the festivals usually are, or where the flea market is or whatever. It's right there in the middle of the action. And I don't know, I feel like it's accessible to all the Sims in San Myshuno, but especially the Sims that are in the Spice District. I do understand that the Spice District is kind of more of the affordable place for Sims that might not have a lot of simoleons or are looking to save a pretty penny. So I wanted to have a lot that had certain amenities in it that your Sim may usually have to travel for. So there is a laundromat, of course, with the new laundry stuff pack. However, there is a bakery, which I am working on now. I love that little, I don't even know what you call it, I guess a structure, but I wanted to portray a cupcake. There's also an internet cafe and a gym. So yeah, I love this lot because it's great for storytelling, and your Sims can get multiple uses out of this lot. It is listed as a retail lot, just in case you wanted to do a little gameplay there and actually own the place, or if you wanted to stop by and get a sweet little treat while you do your laundry, or reward yourself after you went to the gym, or if you're pulling an all-nighter trying to get some research done or anything on the internet done, you can go ahead and have your nice little treat in the convenience of the same lot without having to go somewhere else and waiting for a load screen. And like I said, I was really thinking about the Spice District Sim when I was doing this build. A lot of the apartments are on the more expensive side, which kind of alludes to your Sim might not having the extra simoleons for certain things in their household, like a washer and dryer or an expensive computer or gym equipment. So I definitely wanted to have a lot of things accessible to those Sims, but of course all Sims are welcome. So yeah, right now I'm just working on the parking lot. I wish I wish so badly that we had cars, but since we don't, I had a couple of cars in my catalog, just CC cars. They don't stay until the very end. I kind of use them as a reference since they come out as life size, opposed to the model cars that we have, which are really teeny tiny. So I kind of use those as a reference to make the parking spaces, and also to size the car up to that size. I tried my best to do the structure of the building, or specifically more of the build mode items. I'm so excited, guys. I wanted to do as much as the build mode portion as possible before I jump into furnishing, because I do understand that can be a little bit easier for people to view back. You will see me adding in furniture before things are completely mapped out, as far as like the floor tiles and the wall tiles, just so in my mind I know what building serves what purpose. but I try my best to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So we are in the gym. The gym is the only building on this lot that has multiple floors for obvious reasons. There's so many different activities you can do in the gym. So I needed the space and the lot. Sharing three other functions just wasn't big enough for me to do this all on one level. So we're downstairs in the basement, and we're making male and female restrooms. Each of the restrooms on this level, they have 3 stalls, and they also have 3 showers. So, once your Sims, are done working out, they can go ahead and wash up and things like that. There's plenty of space. Like I said, since this is a retail lot, a lot of your Sims will primarily go into the bakery, since that is where you can put items for sale. However, I have noticed some other Sims kind of wandering in the gym. I've also seen a couple working out. So that's great. That's absolutely great. And it feels a little bit more realistic when NPCs or other Sims join the lot without you having to call them or ask them to hang out with you. Just random stranger Sims have shown up. So it's definitely great for storytelling, and your Sims can meet a couple of new people along the way. So this is like the main area where all the workout equipment will be. The main things that I have in there are like treadmills, the weight machine, and there's also like a little area where you can stretch and do like your little workout videos. It's really awesome, and I just love how everything came together. So we're back up on the main floor, just working on some of these little areas off to the side. The gyms that I've been to, they typically have like a consultation room, or like a gym, not a gym, I'm sorry, like a room where they do your physical, maybe check some of your vitals, check your weight, check your height, discuss your BMI. So I definitely wanted to add something like that off to the side. And this is the reception area, because there's always like this massive countertop for a reception. So definitely wanted to incorporate that. And on the top level is going to be kind of like the wellness room where your Sims can do yoga. And also there are 2 meditation rooms. So yeah, how are you guys doing today? Like I said, I'm great. I'm so excited. I feel that my voice is a little froggy. Please disregard that if that's picking up. Like I said, I literally rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, and went to doing this voiceover, because I know it's 2 parts and it's going to take a little bit of time to render. But hey, I'm here for it. I love building and I love sharing with you guys. And it will be available on the gallery after part 2 is posted. So keep a lookout for that. Here I am back in the kind of internet cafe portion. Initially, I was going to have 2 restrooms, but I wanted to maximize the playable space. So I decided to get rid of one of the bathrooms and just make it unisex. And the space that's in like the back right corner of this particular building, it's just extra seating, just in case you have some Sims that want to lounge around, have a coffee, do whatever. Now, with that barista stand, a barista won't show up by default, but you are more than welcome to hire one for 100 simoleons. If you wanted to just cheat an extra 100 just to spend on that to give a little bit more of the story playing, you can do that. Or you can just make the drink yourself. It's all on you. And also, I wanted to make sure in the back of the internet cafe that there was this little outdoor space. Since in the city, typically space is so limited, like green space is so limited, just in case you had child or toddler Sims, they will have a safe area to play while you use the internet facilities. So yeah, I knew that I wanted to use brick as the wall coverings on at least 2 of these buildings. Just looking at the areas around this lot, brick is used heavily in the Spice District. I feel like it's so reminiscent of like the brownstones in New York and things like that. So yeah, definitely wanted to incorporate that. Now, this bakery, which is here in the bottom left corner or front left corner, however you want to use it, the the wall coverings on it gave me the most difficult time, only because I was kind of caught between making this super like bubblegum pink, not necessarily the pink color, but like that feeling of just really cutesy and really, I don't know, really youthful, and also keeping it elegant, like more like a gourmet cupcake type of jig. Um, but I don't know. I think I found a healthy balance, and we'll get into that. But this one gave me the most time, or the most trouble, kind of deciding where I wanted to take the direction of it. And I think it's simply because I love the cupcake on the top. And also, this is, I guess, the most functional, without you having to do much part of it. Like I said, this is the part with the actual storefront where staff will be, because this is where all of those items you could purchase are. Um, so I wanted to make it look good, I wanted to make it worth your while when you visit. But yeah, we get to it, and it just comes together so well. Haven't said I love this build because I love this build. So yeah, I wanted to make each building different, like unique. However, I wanted to make sure that all of the buildings came together, since it technically is one build. But I don't know, I feel like each building has its own little personality. I feel like the building with most of the personality, just looking from the outside, is definitely the laundromat, which is what we're working on now in the back right corner. It's very blue and white in the end. I hope you guys are not cringing at this wallpaper. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I feel like it's too busy that it's actually coming off as a bit boring. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but hey. But I'm so excited about the laundry day stuff. I don't know. I know some people are like, laundry, such a chore. I don't want to do it. But I look at it as another room you can add to your house, or another lot that you can make for the community of The Sims. So I love it. I love having this stuff. I love having that extra piece of realistic gameplay as doing laundry. I mean, I enjoy folding my laundry. Um, Maybe I'm just weird, but it doesn't bother me at all. And yeah, I just really love how this particular part turned out. I wanted to make sure, because I personally don't have a personal washer and dryer. I go to a laundromat, so I drew inspiration from the one that I go to. Of course, it doesn't look exactly like it, but it definitely has like that reception area where there may be like an attendant there, and also just some items you can buy, just in case you don't have detergent, or you run out, or you may need some fabric softener. And I use those laundry bins from Parenthood, as like the little bins that you can put your clothes in to kind of drag around the laundromat. So yeah, love it, love it, love it. Definitely taking full advantage of the laundry stuff packed in this particular build, with the hampers and the little bucket, and just all the stuff. The washer, the dryer, some of the shelving you'll see a little bit later on. If I'm missing anything, I'll try to pick it back up later. Oh, definitely the broom dustpan, because in the laundromat, if you've ever been, everyone is not the tidiest user of the facility. Sometimes they will leave lint. Sometimes they will leave their dryer sheets on the floor. So definitely need to clean up very often. And there's also just a slim unisex restroom, and I love that sink. Love it, love it, love that sink. It's giving me such like industrial vibes. I love it. I felt like it was absolutely perfect in that room. So back over to like our internet cafe, just putting a couple of seats outside in the front. I feel like certain certain buildings are more attractive when you see people out front just having a good old time. So I definitely wanted to give your Sims that option. And in gameplay, when I was play testing it, a lot of the Sims would come from the bakery with their slice of the cake or whatever they had, and they'll sit over there and eat it, and it's great. So yeah, I kind of go through a couple of wall panel or wall covers for the laundry room or laundromat. Also, but again, like I said, I feel like the bakery gave me the most trouble because I knew with the laundromat that I wanted to go with a blue color scheme. Obviously, because when you think of laundry room, you think of water, you think of water, you think of something clean, you associate that with blue, blah blah blah. But I definitely wanted to make sure that blue was on color, and this is pretty much what we end with as far as the exterior. The interior definitely changes up a bit, but for the most part, the layout stays. The layout pretty much stays. And on commercial lots, I'm always thinking of what's on a commercial lot. Definitely music. Music is so key to set the tune, so you will see me ever so often just adding in different community lot speakers, because I feel like it really sets the mood when the music is like working with that atmosphere. That's all I gotta say on that. Back in the internet cafe, just adding in a couple things that I would think will be there. I've been to like coffee houses and things like that, like Starbucks, but besides that, like local ones, like we have this area called Little Five Points called Java Lords, and yeah, it's really chill. There's a lot of exposed brick, which I wanted to bring in there, and a lot of like rich brown tones that I definitely wanted to bring in there, because I feel like it's so calming, and I don't know, it just goes with the idea of having coffee or caffeinated drinks. And I knew that I wanted to use that sign with the little magnifying glass on it for the internet cafe, because it makes me think of like when you're searching for something on the web. I don't know. If you haven't noticed, I'm very big on branding. So each building will have its own like signage and like logos on it, because I feel like although this is, you know, all the Spice Junction, each building has its own purpose and each building has its own identity. And to me, a logo and a brand is like a personality and a name. So definitely, I'm really big on that. So yeah, like I said, you will see me go through here several times and trying to decide what's going to work in the bakery. But yeah, that timber floor that I just put down in like the main area, that stays. It is absolutely gorgeous. I don't remember what pack it came from. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, I think it might have came with cats and dogs. I'm thinking cats and dogs. Don't judge me if I'm wrong. And I love those little hanging signs that came with City Living. I definitely know where that came from. And those tables, I don't usually use them, but they were absolutely perfect in this build. And I knew with that little cupcake sign, I don't know, when I first got Get to Work, I thought that was an ice cream cone. Am I the only one who thought that was an ice cream cone? I don't know. Feel free to judge me on that, but I thought it was a little ice cream cone until I actually looked at the description. Reading is fundamental, and discovered it was a cupcake. Definitely before this build, some time ago. But when I did a little cupcake on the top, I felt like that was absolutely perfect. And adding in a little bread sign was just doing too much, so that does go. And I coupled that cupcake sign with the signs that come with Dine Out. So I would say the most important, or not necessarily most important, but the most used packs in this build is definitely City Living, because we are a semi-Shino. The laundry day stuff pack, if you want in pretty much all the important stuff in the laundry room, you're going to need that pack. Also, I use a good deal of, well, not a good deal, but I know that I use some items from the bowling stuff pack with those chairs. It's not necessarily important or most important. You can still, have a good old time without it. But yeah, I really love those chairs. Also use a lot of things from Get to Work. Like everything in the bakery, pretty much. And Get Together for like the barista station and those tables, a lot of the chairs. Trying to think, is there anything else? Anything else? Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I use that little parking meter right outside of the bakery. And I know we don't have cars, so I don't know why we have a parking meter, but I'm thinking of it as like an ATM machine. Because what if your Sims need cash? Okay? Or simoleons. What if they need simoleons? What if they have cards? So I'm thinking that as like an ATM situation. Other packs that are important, the spa day pack for a lot of the wall panels that I use, I believe. And the fitness stuff pack, I definitely use that for a good bit of the furniture and things that's in the gym area. Spa day is also important for the saunas that we haven't gotten to yet, but we will. And I don't know. Everything that I use will be on the gallery. But yeah. But anyway, guys, we're going to be ending this part here. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys in part 2. Bye, guys.